Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wherever you're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, it's the Make We Talk program with yours truly, Jeffrey T. My co-host is none other than our good friend, Head Boy. Head Boy, welcome to the program.
Thank you, brother, and may I wish you and your listeners a fantabulous Thursday. You know, God is good. God is indeed
all the
good.
time, my brother.
God is indeed good. It is good to be alive. It's good to be here. And it is good to be a part of a change that is coming.
Yes, we can feel the wave blowing in the wind. That there's a change coming to this land of ours that we call Jamaica. I want to say good morning to all those who are listening to us from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. Good morning, Gigi. Over there in New Jersey, one of Jamaica's finest woman of all time. You know, I want to say to everybody who's joining us to like, share, and subscribe. Share this live feed. Share up this live feed because Head Boy and I will be digging deeper in the JLP and PNP performance in the polls. And this was something that we pick up from Dan Jackson Miller, and we decided to come on here and speak about it too and show some videos which he's speaking about it and give our own analysis about it. I want to say to those who are watching us beyond the shores of Jamaica, Jamaicans in the Jamaican diaspora, continue to encourage your fellow Jamaicans to go out before March 31st. Make sure your name is on the voters list. Make sure your name is on the voters list. We will not come over here and tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for, but make sure your name is on the voters list. Make sure your name is on the voters list. And I'm gonna start the program with a different thing this morning. I won't give any detail, any analysis of what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna start off the program with a very beautiful young lady who I know. She is a part of the youth organization of a political party. I won't call her the name. And she said this in this video, and I want you all to listen to this. Head boy, listen to this.
Absolutely. Or just anything that you'd want to pass on.
My guiding philosophy is a solid piece of advice. Trust. When others are sitting, you stand. When others are standing, you stand out. When others are standing out, you be outstanding. And when others are being outstanding, you simply be the standard. Solid piece of advice. That's
oh, nice piece of advice. That's
solid. Like, it's my guiding philosophy. It's advice. It's something that keeps me going. That's at every step of the way. All you need to do is just climb higher. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to play this again. Do you listen to the words of it, Head Boy?
Powerful. Powerful.
Some powerful words. And this young lady is the first year in University of the West Indies. And that's her philosophy and her advice to her younger schoolmate. But I think this advice is to all Jamaicans. And I want you all to listen to this before we start the overall program. Listen to this again, please.
Or just anything that you'd want to pass on.
My guiding philosophy is a solid piece of advice. Trust. When others are sitting, you stand. When others are standing, you stand out. When others are standing out, you be outstanding. And when others are being outstanding, you simply be the standard. Solid piece of advice. That's
oh, nice piece of advice. That's
solid. Like, it's my guiding philosophy. It's advice. It's something that keeps me going. That's at every step of the way. All you need to do is just climb higher. Yeah.
Okay.
All you need to do is just climb higher. Climb higher in what you do. Jamaicans, the time has come for us. Not tomorrow or some distant future. But this is the day that we stand up and defend the nation that need to be defended. That we stand up and say enough of nepotism. Enough of cronyism. Enough of corruption in our country. And this morning as we start the program, I'm going to hand over to my good friend Head Boy to start off the program. Head Boy, over to you.
Thank you, my friend and brother. What is my view today? I want to start off by saying political leaders must learn to respect the wishes of the voters. I repeat, political leaders must learn to respect the wishes of the voters. Jeffrey and our listeners, for far too long, we have seen a culture in the Jamaican politics where persons are moved from wherever they are and they are sent into, parachuted is the word, parachuted into constituencies that have structures, that have delegate structures, that have system structures. And these persons are parachuted mainly because they support sometimes the party leadership or the party leader, and they're given preferential option over persons whom people within the constituencies, and this is not specific to one constituency, but within the constituencies that people would have supported. I won the People's National Party and I won the Jamaica Labour Party. This is not the period of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We're living in a new millennium. And the reality of it is that the average voter out there wants to ensure that they have a say in who is put on the ballot for them to vote. I won more so as I come closely to the city with the blooming challenges in central Clarendon. I won the Jamaica Labour Party. You stand the risk of losing that seat. You stand the risk of upsetting a leadership that has garnered support in that constituency for over 40 years. Central Clarendon is no safe seat. It is one of the 3 or 4 seats in Jamaica that has been built around a political personality, not a political party. And so I want the political parties, both the JLP and the PNP, listen to the people. Democracy dictates that you listen to the people. Even though in Jamaican parlance, there's a cockroach now have no business in a foul fight. But the truth be told, what is happening in Central Clarendon and in North St. Andrew is worrying, because it speaks to a greater issue of how the government thinks about consultation. It is a widespread issue of this administration that they prefer to appoint rather than to consult, that they rather to insult than to consult. Heed my warning. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Thank you very much, my good friend Head Boy. I was just told a short while ago, I'm trying to find it myself, that there is yet another murder in Portland, the constituency in which our good friend Isaac Buchanan is vying for. Is it that they're trying to destabilize that area? Because, and I will say it publicly and apologize to nobody, you know. Is it because Isaac is trying to bring, well, not trying, he's going to bring the man of the Caribbean, a well-known statesman of the Caribbean, the oldest prime minister in the history of CARICOM, Comrade Dr. the Most Honorable Ralph Gonsalves? Is it that because he's coming to Jamaica, somebody's trying to undermine what is going on? Head Boy, you want to take up on that?
I'll say this, and I'll say that the reality, the playbook is clear. The playbook is clear. And let me tell you something, right? Because I'm going to speak truth to power now. There is nothing that certain persons or certain people of noted influence, whomever is behind these shootings, there is nothing you can do to stop Ralph Gonsalves from coming into East Portland. Ralph is not a coward. Ralph is considered in St. Vincent, they call him the world boss. Yeah? Ralph is not afraid to go on the battlefield. He has been on the battlefield when he took the first election in St. Vincent. So, whatever elements in East Portland that is trying to create disturbance in East Portland, because you sense that you are about to go home, and I'm not referring to no political side, but whatever change you sense that is coming to East Portland that you might be against, let it be known. Let it be known there's nothing you can do to stop the arrival of Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves. Yeah? You could even...
internet connectivity.
Sorry, go ahead.
You could even go to do whatever you want to do throughout the town. There's nothing you can do to stop the arrival of Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves. What we must do is remove the security guard them down a Blue Lagoon from government land that will block off because Adam Stewart and Mr. Borman have built them house down there. That is what we're supposed to do. And it is not alleged. This is a statement of fact. What is happening in Portland, Jeffrey?
Yes.
Speaks of a nasty return of the 1980s politics.
Hmm.
And it is an attempt to frighten the people of East Portland. But I say to you, stand firm. You are fighting for a cause. Stand firm. Your parish and your community, they are trying to sabotage. Stand firm.
You know, head boy, continue talking there for me. I'm trying to find something here. Continue talking for me.
We cannot and should never accept an administration or anybody, any party, any organization that believes that brute force and bullyism should be the order of the day. The people of East Portland are not cowards. The people of East Portland must stand up and be counted. All the resources of East Portland and Portland is being plundered by the Vumvovi and the Vumvova. And the people of East Portland, it is now time for you to realize who your friends are and who are enemies of progress. It cannot be a peaceful parish like East Portland, a peaceful place. A place I used to go a lot, up in Rural Hill, out in Mansion Hill, up in the valley. Yeah? And I could sit down there at 2 o'clock at night time playing domino and not looking over my head. Yeah? And to hear these things that we're hearing, just 6 months out of an election, the questions come in your mind. And no one could blame you for saying that you are being political, because the questions would come in anybody's mind. If tomorrow morning there should be a flare-up in West Kingston coming from one section, obviously the people in West Kingston go and think it's politically motivated. Or if there's flare-up in the Prime Minister's constituency. So the truth be told is, let us not bury our heads in the proverbial sand. We need to get, and we're asking for the police. And I know that section Area 2 very well. The Area 2 police, and I say so with no water in my mouth, have been politically bought out. The police need to do a proper investigation. And in these shootings, where is the office of the political ombudsman? Where is the office of the political ombudsman? It has died a natural death by being placed into the Electoral Office of Jamaica. And I say, no more than ever, we need the office of the political ombudsman to be removed from the EOJ and to be placed in its rightful place. Because these actions, we are not saying they're politically motivated, I can't say. But 1 and 2, no. The rain is either falling or not falling. You can't have two experiences. And so I asked the office of the political ombudsman, and we get it going before this election begins. Mark my word, this will be a very serious election. There are those who are holding on to power not because they love the country. They're holding on to power because they have a lot to hide. Jeffrey, on to you.
Indeed, my friend. I want to play this too.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman. Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Welcome back to the Make We Talk program. We're listening and watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Make We Talk program. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and share this live feed to as much people you can. Share this live feed. I want someone from Portland who lives in Portland who can talk to me. Tell me what is going on in Portland, because this don't sound good. As I said to you all before, you know, that this election, this 2025 election, will be one of the most consequential elections in Jamaica's history. It started already. Jamaicans, do not let this country go back down in the 1980s. Many of you do not know about the 1980s, but older folks will know about the 1980s. I am begging you, Jamaicans, stand up for this country. Do not let this country go back down into the 1980s. I want to play something, head boy, that was done on Beyond the Headlines yesterday.
Absolutely.
With the General Secretary of the People's National Party and the General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Dayton Campbell of the PNP, and Dr. Harris Chang of the Jamaica Labour Party. And I want to play this thing here, that you all can hear what was said. Here we go.
Want to know that the person that is representing them is aware of the issues that are affecting them in the constituency. Infrastructure, road, water, land titling, electricity, internet connectivity. They want to know about employment opportunities, housing, healthcare facilities, youth and community development. They want to know about education and training. And the person that is coming forward should be able to have a conversation and debate how they are going to implement things to impact the community at that level. So we are willing to debate at any level.
Let me hear Dr. Chang respond. And just to say, Dr. Chang, that I'm listening to you, but it sounds, given that what our system really is supposed to be is people voting for constituency representatives, doesn't what you're saying?
No, national, the system of governance we have, which has held together very well, is that you vote by constituency for national government. Local authorities have a different issue, but the national government, an MP in the backbenches will have the issues, but it's the national policy.
But it's formed by people voting at constituency levels for individual MPs.
Yes, nothing wrong.
So why shouldn't there be that focus on what's
because
happening?
The leaders
wouldn't we have a better parliament if that's what we did?
No, the parliament wouldn't change. You'd have to change the whole government structure if you're going to sing, if you put it that way.
Need to do as well.
That may be so, but as I said, we must knock our system. It has survived. It's the oldest democracy, one of the oldest democracies in the world, if not the oldest in the third world.
With many flaws.
Many flaws, but it has survived better than all others. And we must not knock that. That's just a fact of life. We are among the top 10 oldest democracies in the world. So you just don't want change for the sake of change because you feel that will be better.
No, man, it's not. No, man. Dr. Chang, I know that's going to be another program because I have like 30 seconds left. But you can't seriously say that when people are suggesting reform.
No, I'm not saying. No. I'm a great advocate of reform, but I'm just saying we must respect what we have before you're just saying change, because a lot of things we have done, look back at going back sometime in terms of legislation. Discussion at the local level is crucial. That is a fact of life. We have had them before. I'm just saying that we must focus on the national issues because that's what sets the tone for the country and that's what sets the base for growth and development.
Right,
and the programs from there reach the constituencies if you're successful. And that's what we propose to do. The leadership of the Labour Party, we are going to the election and we are asked the country to, we expect the leadership of the Labour Party to carry us to victory.
You want to make a prediction?
We'll win the election and we'll win.
How many seats you predict?
At least 35 seats comfortable.
35. What about you, Dr. Kim?
Right.
The People's National Party is 5 percentage points ahead with a united, energized party with our plans fully ready to go. We think that we will
climb
win
off
this.
the fence.
We think we will win this election and we think we'll get at least 38, 39 seats.
Okay, I am writing down these predictions and we are saving the tape.
Yes.
All right.
So
we can fact check them later on.
We're going to have to leave it there. Thank you both
and
so
depends
much.
on how the campaign goes, it might go into the 40s.
We will see what we will
I told
see
you,
on
I told you
both sides. Thank you
45 last time and nobody took me seriously.
That was an aberration. Remember, that was an aberration.
Thanks so much to our guests. Thanks to you at home for watching. Come back next time for another edition of All Angles on.
There you have it. Head boy, your take on what Dion Jackson, Dr. Chang and Dr. Dayton Campbell just said.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
And to the listeners, let's be real. Chang knows that there is no, they have 49 of them over there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Most of them cannot campaign on anything that they have done locally in their constituencies. Yeah? So you realize he's saying let's shift the debate to a national debate. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But locally, they can't campaign because Arnaldo Terry Long can't campaign on anything him do. Right? Orlando Terry Long can't campaign on anything him do. Terry Long, the Big Rob, can't campaign on anything him do. Crystal Lee in Northwest St. Anne running against Gabriela Morris. She can't campaign on anything that she has done because the Brownstone Road is even worse than what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So what is happening is that they're trying to move the debate from a local debate to a national debate. But you can remember that the politics is local. Yeah? And it is constituencies that make prime minister. Constituencies don't vote for the PM. It is individuals in the constituencies don't vote for the PM. It's their MP that appoints the PM.
Yes.
The second point I want to make in relation to the poll now, it is clear. I have been saying the same thing for a long time. So Dayton has been listening to me because I am seeing the PNP winning 38 seats. A lot of people have been telling me about 40 odd and 50 odd. No.
Mm-hmm.
I see the PNP winning 38 seats. I have always held the position that it is only from my estimation and my check across the country. PNP is behind by 14. They really need to try target 20, at least 26 and win 24 out of the 26. Yeah? Which would bring them to 38.
Mm-hmm.
My math is correct. This is not something that I have to work out. I've looked at it, I've seen which parishes they can target. By the way, if an election were called tomorrow morning, let's give your listeners the numbers. Yeah? If an election were called tomorrow morning, the PNP would have a clean sweep in Hanover.
Yes.
A parish they currently don't have any seat in. They would have a clean sweep in Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 5 seats there. Yeah? Check with me so we can see. We can see if we get to 24. In St. James, they would be expected to win St. James, the one that Malahoo is in.
That's the PNP going to take away Malo 4th seat.
Yes, that is I think it's St. James West Central, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes.
And then they will be expected to win South St. James.
Yes.
Yeah? So that would be 2.
And
right?
Westmoreland Western, Westmoreland Eastern, Westmoreland Central.
All three.
All three going to the PNP, of course.
All 2 in and over. And all 2, because you're looking at the local government numbers. Remember, we just have a test election, you know.
Right.
Yeah? They win all divisions in and over, you know, every single one.
Yes.
So it's expected. It's not going to be hard. So 5, you're at 5. Out of St. James, you'll be at 7 because you'll be having West Central and South St. James. There might be an interesting battle between the person running against Edmund Bartlett, because Edmund Bartlett's seat has always been on the wire. I would have to look at the numbers closely to predict it, but for now I'll say 2 out of St. James. In Trelawney, it is clear to me
that Paul Patmore taking home that seat from Marissa Dalrymple.
No, I am not going to predict that. I am not predicting that. I'll prefer to predict North Trelawney. And let me tell you why. The truth be told is, yes, the voter turnout was low in the by-election for Marissa Dalrymple Filbert. But we need to understand something about politics. People don't vote a lot in by-elections. They don't see the importance of it. Because especially a seat that they already had. Yeah?
So hold on there for me, head boy. You're saying that it's a possibility that Paul Patmore may not take away that seat from Dalrymple?
It can go, that can go anywhere. But Jeffrey, when you do numbers, you are guided by an electoral history in a seat. Yeah?
Yes.
You look on the 5 election voting pattern. Yeah? This is a numbers game. And remember, I'm a comrade, but at the end of the day, I don't speak emotional when I'm speaking about the numbers. I see numbers as they are. Yeah? So I would love for Patmore to win South Trelawney, but for now I'm putting him in my maybe column. Yeah? My surprise victory. Yeah? So from Trelawney, I'm ticking off North Trelawney, which will then bring us to 8. I come into St. Ann, right?
Gabriel's taking that seat.
St. Ann is you hold on, man. I know you're anxious to hear my call on that parish. No, the truth be told is the PNP did not win any of the divisions in Northwest St. Ann. Only one division they won in Northwest St. Ann, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They won 1 out of the 4. But why I will give the edge to the PNP in that seat is that it has a 2-year voting cycle. Yes, 2 election voting cycle. And it also has a 1-term election cycle. Let's give them history. Remember that seat was Burchell Whiteman's seat.
Yes, the former Minister of Education.
Former Minister of Education. Burchell, let's go before Burchell. It was Squire Bertram. It was Bertram, Arnaldo Bertram. So Bertram won 3 terms in that seat. Whiteman took over from him, right? As Whiteman left, the seat went to Verna Parchment for 2 terms. Yeah? Verna did 2 terms there. And O'Neil Lawrence took over in 2007. Yeah? He defeated the PNP. The PNP had won it back in 2002, and then he defeated the PNP candidate. Yeah? No, Verna never go back. And he won. Because Verna said she would not work with Bruce Golding. Yeah?
Right.
Now, Northwest St. Ann is very funny because the real strength of the PNP, and I don't want to give them too much things, but the real strength of the PNP lies in certain areas. I won't call out the areas to give the JLP any information. But from my prediction and my knowledge of that seat, it's going to be a very close. Gabby's win is going to be under 500 votes. That's close.
So you're saying to me that Senator Gabriela Morris' seat is very close.
It's very close. It's very, very, very close. It's a seat that I expect to be one under 500.
What about the Nishka Williams? That
Right.
young, vibrant young lady there.
So we're at now. Help me now, Jeffrey. We're at 8. We're at 9
Yes.
or so?
9 now, yes.
9. Danishka Williams is like South Trelawney. Yeah? The first time a PNP candidate won that seat in a long time was based on the owner, Keith Walford. And by the way, I was in St. Mary's Center and I was actually going to sixth form during that period. Yeah? And we were I predicted him to win the seat because I know Keith Walford. Keith Walford is our campaign manager, you know. So
Who's you mean Danishka?
Danishka Williams campaign
Yes,
manager.
yes.
So,
And Professor Morris is Gabriel's campaign manager.
I am expecting that I will put Danishka in my surprise column. But what makes me lean towards her and Pat Moore is that even though the voting pattern in those two seats have been favorable to the JLP, when you look at the size of the crowd that they're able to pull out, if those crowds go out and vote, dog name the JLP supper in those areas. Yeah? So I would say I'm putting Danishka in the May column. Yeah?
Yes.
In the May win column for now. Because of the voting history of the seat.
Mm-hmm. So, and if she pull off that seat, you know, head boy, that will be a historic event, you know.
Well, it would be the second time.
Yes.
It would be the second time. But Keith Walford would have done it before.
Yes.
So I am not going. It would be historic in that she was able to recover it back from the JLP after 2 terms. Yeah? So we come out of Senton because Senton Northeast. Oh, let's go to Senton Northeast with Ryan Simpson.
Right.
No, it's going to be a ding-dong battle in Senton Northeast because they have removed Marsha Smith. Yeah. Remember, even though there were persons who were upset with her, there were still persons who supported her. We don't know what will happen. What will be the views of the constituents in there? Will be some of them be hurt? Will they not go to vote? Will they stay home? We don't know. So, from a general prediction, Northeast Senton actually is more PNP than Southwest Senton. Because that had a history. Carol Jackson, the lawyer man who had run against Shiny and took her to court for the dual citizenship issue.
Right.
Yeah? So they have had a history of winning the seat. I would say I am going to expect a very close run. A very, 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 very close run. The issue is that seat has become so garrisonized by the JLP. Yeah? They have moved in a lot of persons down in Steertown. That was the year I was trying to remember yesterday. Steertown and Miami Bay.
Right.
Yeah? Green Bay as well. So they have an evening exchange. So a lot of the Eagles, when they come over from Spanish Town, they sell on a regular basis. They don't go back. There are spaces to stay. Yeah. So I'll see. For now, I'll hold my comments on that seat. But so we're still at 9, correct? Okay, let's come into St. Mary fast. St. Mary, I expect a clean sweep in St. Mary. And
even Bobby Montague see too?
Let me start at Bobby because I'm at the border of St. Mary.
Yes.
Those are seats that I know I can close my eyes and tell you what is going to be the voter turnout. The PNP won 3 out of the 5 divisions there. Please note, they had no division before the local government election the other day. The mayor won Boscobel. Yes. The candidate for Oracabessa, Mr. Henry, won Boscobel Oracabessa after we had lost it for the first since 1980. Yeah. The candidate, the surprise candidate, Mr. my brother, am I forgetting his name now? But the young candidate for Gale Division, right? Jovan
Yes.
Mr. Byfield. Won Gale Division, a division that has not been won by the PNP since 1998.
Wow, that's a long time.
So if people don't understand the politics of Western St. Mary, they can come to me. I can tell them. Yeah. So when you really look on the lineup in Western St. Mary, the PNP has 3 out of the 5 divisions. They did not win retreat and they did not win current. Their number in retreat was very low. Meaning they lost by a small margin, by under 400 in retreat. If we were to keep hold on the general election, all the PNP has to do is to hold on to what they have in the as the local that they have won from the local, right? And there's a prediction that said if you add up the voter turnout, the votes the PNP got in Western, it was more than what the JLP in Western totally overall. Yeah. So Montague is going home, and you know, a friend of mine and I had a discussion this morning about Western, Jeffrey.
Yes.
The man said to me, a labor right man tell him, right, that, brethren, Bobby had do work now. I never see Bobby work so in him life from him down here. But the sad thing is, well, I know the sad thing him going to lose.
You believe Bobby Montague will lose his seat, head boy? You truly believe that?
It's not a JLP seat, and I think this is what it
is always a tradition of a People's National Party seat.
That was Terry Gillette's old seat.
Okay. And he was the one who flipped it?
Because he was Terry Gillette's counselor. He was the lone JLP counselor in the Coronal Division for years. TG treated him like a son, you know. Yeah. So what Bobby did was he understudied Terry Gillette. Yeah. Learned some of the strategies of a Terry Gillette, how to interact with the people, how to go up on the corner with the youth them. Yeah.
Yes.
And when he won in 2007, right? Remember, he was mayor for between 2002, 2003. He became mayor of Port Maria. So what he did was
remember your point there. Was Bobby Montague's father a mayor too at one point?
No, his father was a contractor.
Oh yes.
And it is alleged he was. Let me not say anything more. But he was not so a very good contractor at all. His name was Asquith Montague. Yeah. He did all of the contracts throughout Western. Well, that at those days it was not called Western St. Mary until until 89. Right, because what you had was Central and Southeast.
Right.
Western St. Mary was cut out of and there was another name, West St. Mary, something like that, and they merged it to create a new seat.
Right.
So, I can proudly put, because when I say something, I don't take it back. The guy who's running against him is Woodbine.
Yes. Omar Woodbine?
Omar Woodbine, who is the nephew of Woodbine, who's a contractor. Yeah? Famous contractor in Jamaica. The Woodbine family comes from up the hills
of St. Mary,
which is Bobby's stronghold. The last time Joel and Silvera defeated Bobby, he defeated Bobby because he was able to cut Bobby from the hills. Yeah?
So
I don't want to say too much to give the labor right them anything. But when I tell you, Jeffrey, I can close my eyes and I'll put Western St. Mary in the winning column. Central St. Mary is already, so that is 10, no sir?
Right.
Central St. Mary is already in the winning column already because they are one of the seats that we have. Yeah?
That's Norman Dunn's seat.
No, that is Dr. Guy, which is
Dr. Guy, yes. Dr. Guy is retiring, yes.
By Omar Newell. So that's predicted. I don't even have to say nothing much about that. I can skip over that. Southeast St. Mary. The PNP only won the Belfield division in that local government election. But the defeat, the mayor, Richard Creary, runs in Richmond Division.
Yes.
He narrowly won his division. Normally, Richard win that by 600, 700. Richard won the division by under 400 votes. And he was the one that went on radio and, oh, when you help people and you're expecting that they will give you some support and, you know, a transactional activity. And all along they used to buy vote. Yeah? So the truth be told is the PNP already has Belfield Division and Natta Bay Division, which is their stronghold, is a stronghold of the PNP from Harry Douglas days. Yeah? And the guy who's running, Chris Brown, is well loved in Richmond and another day. So I am expecting that he will. Remember now, this is not the first that PNP got 3 out of 3 in St. Mary. They did it in 2011. They had only one. They had only one at the time, which was Central St. Mary. So history, you have to look at voting history and voting patterns, trends, and also the swing, right? When the national swing is with the PNP normally comes out with 3 seats out of St. Mary. When the national swing is with them. Now,
head boy, remember we're gonna say there is an item of news coming that I have to run. May I do so?
Go ahead.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
A news just coming into us that a truck driver and a saleswoman was shot and injured in Manchester a short while ago. As a truck driver and a saleswoman was shot and injured in Manchester. We are working our sources to get some more news to you, and we will pass it on to you as soon as we get more news. As we speak, a truck driver and a saleswoman was shot and injured in Manchester a short while ago.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
Go ahead, head boy.
Right. So, as I am looking at some of the comments as I had a chance.
Yes.
Andrew Mack asked a question. Andrew Mack said the PNP needs a minimum of 18. Is that achievable? Well, I'm pointing that out that it is not achievable. So let us not waste our time in St. Mary. So we were at what when we got to Western St. Mary? We were at 10?
Yes.
Southeast St. Mary 11. I'm not wasting my time because whenever this swing is with St. Mary, swing is with the PNP, St. Mary normally comes out with 3. That happened in 2011.
Let me ask you this question though. Is it Westmoreland that determine the way the election is going on election night, or is it Kingston and St. Andrew?
There are 2 seats that determine where the country goes. 2 seats. 3. It became 3. It is West Rural St. Andrew. That's the Kingston seat. East Rural St. Well, 2 from Kingston and St. Andrew. East Rural St. Andrew and West Rural St. Andrew. Wherever they go, the Kingston goes. Yeah? In St. Elizabeth, in the west, it is Southwest St. Elizabeth.
And Southwest is
Floyd Green.
Floyd Green seat.
Right. So wherever those seats go, that is where typically the country go. Remember now, Christopherton lost the seat after his first term to Hugh Buchanan, Danny Buck's son, after he defeated Danny Buck in 2007. One term he served. 1 term. That seat has never been in opposition, meaning that whomever won that seat has always been on the government side. Same in West Rural. You have never had an MP there that is not on the government side. Same in East Rural St. Andrew. You have never had an MP that has not been on the government side. So, and in Western St. Mary as well, you have never had an MP that's not been on the government side. So if you talk
Yes.
about seats that determine election, it's really those seats. There's one in St. James that is funny because at East Central St. James, where the West Central, sorry, where the Attorney General is, it is one of those seats as well. Wherever it goes, West Montego Bay goes. Yeah. So we were at 11 because I've declared Southeast. I'm going into Portland, and I am going to be quite controversial in Portland. Portland West, I'm not wasting my time. Portland East, I'm declaring it with no questions asked Sir Isaac Buchanan. Because I know some things that I don't want to say here, and I'll tell you why. The PNP in East Portland has 2 out of the 5 divisions. Yeah? The last time we Isaac told us he lives in the Fairhill division, which is a strong JLP stronghold. I am expecting a lot of surprises in that election. Yeah? I will put East Portland back to where it belongs in the PNP column. So how much we have so far?
14.
No, you sure we never reached so far, man? No. Can't be 14 we have so far, Jeffrey.
Hold on there. Go ahead.
You're not marking with me, you know. Let me see if our listeners are with me. All right? 12. We're at 12. We're at 12, Jeffrey. Thank you, Andrew Mac. Yeah? We're at 12. So I skip over into St. Thomas Eastern. Yeah? St. Thomas Eastern, I am ticking it off for Rose Shaw, no questions asked. Yeah? I am putting St. Thomas Western on notice, like I have put South Trelawney on notice and Southwest St. Anne on notice. Because there will be a surprise in St. Thomas Western. It's the former mayor running, you know. Them call him the short boss. So I am expecting that would bring us to, so St. Thomas Eastern, Jeffrey, would bring us to 13. Yeah. When let me make sure I get my count correct. And let me check to see if there are any questions. Let me check to see if there are any questions in the chat. Right. So we're at 12 so far.
Yes, I apologize about that. Go ahead. I apologize about that.
No problem. We're at 12 so far. No, the St. Thomas Eastern would bring us to 13. Yeah?
Yes.
I'm not wasting Western, I'm putting it in the same column like I've put Southwest St. Anne with Danishka, and like I've put South Trelawney. Because the mayor, the guy running is the former mayor in Western St. Thomas.
Right.
And that seat, except for the arrival of James Robertson, Western St. Thomas used to be a stronger PNP seat than any seat in St. Thomas. Yeah. So it has had a history of voting for the PNP, but Jamie somehow has solidified his strength in it. But I set frustration from the people, and I'll put it in the maybe column. We're in Kingston and St. Anne. Yeah. We're moving very fast. Because there's only 3 seats in Kingston and St. Anne we really need to discuss.
Yes. The Prime Minister seat and Mark Golden seat.
I'm not wasting them. I'm declaring them. I'm not even wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time on no predictive analysis with something.
What about Central Kingston?
That's why I'm saying to you, we only have 4 seats really to talk about. Sorry, I said 3, I meant 4. So Central Kingston, I'm with no questions asked, I'm declaring that for the People's National Party. I'm not wasting my time down there. Don't let the anomaly and the trick that the JLP did in 2020 with the lowest voter turnout in the constituency trick you. It is not going to be a low voter turnout. this time around. The older people in Central Kingston are PNP. They did not go to vote because at 3 o'clock they told them that COVID patients would come in the line. That was one of the next things that destroyed the PNP in a lot of these constituencies, you know. A lot of people say, Mama, where you go? Sit down. You want to catch COVID? Yeah.
Yes. True.
So you cannot look on the 2020 election results. You have to look. So if you look at results, you look at 2016, 2011, and 2007. You cannot look at the 2020 results because the 2020 results was not a normal situation. Yeah. It is like when you're doing data, they call it. It is I forget the correct word, but it's almost like a dot on the graph. Yeah. So I mean, it's not normal. So help me know, right? We're at 14 in Central Kingston. With Central
14, yes.
We have Eastern St. Andrew, which Patricia Duncan Sutherland.
Yes.
I can, from where I sit, because of the voter turnout, because of how they handsomely defeated that vagabond. I mean, sorry.
Miss Phillips.
Her name starts with V, so you know I made a mistake. But Venetia, I am expecting that they will win because that seat, the strength of it is really in the Papine division. The Mona division don't really vote, yeah. And she is well known in the Mona division as well. So how much we they know? 15. There we go. We have East Rural St. Andrew and West Rural St. Andrew to declare. From what happened the other day in the elections, the Prime Minister's wife is gapping for life in East Rural St. Andrew.
What about Julia Cuthbert Flynn?
No, may I leave she for last, man. You have to leave the best for last, man. Oh, God, man. All right, that's the last thing Kingston I'm going to talk about. I'm referring to East Rural St. Andrew. Don't let anybody fool you. East Rural St. Andrew is not a JLP seat. It was a seat that Keeblemon, you remember the great Keeblemon?
Yeah, man, I remember Keeblemon.
Held for many years. Then
right.
Roy McGann.
Yes.
Then Joe Gordon Webley. Then Oliver Clue until 2007 when, 2002, when what's his name defeated him. Mr. Man there, oh God, Joseph Ebert from out of Baito. Yes. Right? So from out of 10 Mile Bull Bay. The reality is, East Rural St. Andrew, Miss Lady nearly lose Mavis Bank division.
Yes, that's true.
Right? And
Mavis Bank's division is where she get the bulk of the vote.
There's not a lot of vote up there. Now let everybody check. The bulk comes from Gordon Town. Yeah?
Okay.
So she lost Kintyre, which nobody was expecting her to lose. So she lose Kintyre and narrowly lost Mavis Bank. Those are 5 divisions in there now. Dallas, Gordon Town, Mavis Bank, Kintyre, and Harborview. Right? As it were now, when they looked at the voter turnout, the PNP carried more votes than her. I don't want to make no noise. I don't want to make no prediction because I know right now she might be digging up in her purse, in her war chest. I will say that is one based upon the numbers, based upon the fact that there's PNP divisions in there already. I'm surprised with Kintyre. I will give that to the PNP. I am more confident of East Rural than I am of West Rural. Let me go to West Rural now and say what I have to say on West Rural. So bring me now. I'm at 16 now. 16. Correct? 16. West Rural is going to be a ding-dong battle.
Between John Gordon Webley and Julia Cuthbert Flynn?
No, and Badwood Kosa.
Oh.
Right. So I'm never calling her. That's how I know her.
You're at 16 seats now?
I'm at 16. Okay.
Yes.
So in West Rural St. Andrew, it is going to be a ding-dong battle. But the organizational skills of a Joan Gardner Webley is impeccable. It's impeccable. You have no political organizer in Jamaica like Joan Gardner Webley. None. And the party leader spoke of it at her introduction. Yeah?
Yes.
They wish he had more organizers in the PNP like Joan. So if it is even 2 votes or 10 votes, Joan Gardner-Webley is winning that seat because she's not in it to lose it. Yeah? And the people of West Rural are actually tired of Flynn. This year as Lego Beast, that seat has been a seat that has produced good MPs.
Yes.
Quality
Yeah.
MPs, by the way. They never normally have no riffraff. Yeah? So I will proudly put my head on the ground because I know the organizer. And I say I'll give it to Joan Gardner-Webley. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that goes to what? 17.
17, yes.
Yes. Let's go so we are into St. Catherine now, which includes East Central. There are just a couple seats in St. Catherine you have to talk about. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Southeast St. Catherine, which is Dr. Dawes versus Big Rob. Me not waste my time. There was a clean sweep in Portmore. So I am giving the seat to Dawes. That is 18. Yeah? I'm not wasting my time. What happened in 2020 was an anomaly again. In East Central St. Catherine is where the real war is going to be.
With Damien Crawford and
No, Raymond Price versus...
Oh, Raymond Price, yes.
Versus Terry Mandarin. Yeah?
They call in the dance, they call her Mandy, you know.
They
call him Mandy in the dance, bro.
Well, he, I don't even know. Let me not confuse. Once I start to talk about that individual, I'm confused because I don't know what to refer to. It or them or those. You know, pronouns. The truth be told is it's gonna be an interesting battle. However, if you look at the PNP lost one of its division that it would have normally won. That's the one that the councillor died in. Remember they had shoot the councillor?
Yes.
Remember the councillor was killed, Tyson?
Yeah, man.
Right. So
yes.
that is in the Southborough division.
Mm-hmm.
They lost that division because Tyson didn't run because he died. But they were able to win Pines, right? And based upon my indications, I'll give the seat to Raymond Price. And I'll waste no time. Let's not waste any time over it. And let me tell you why. They would not be cutting that seat if they felt that they were winning.
You have a big point there.
They would not be cutting the seat if they felt that they were winning. So let's not waste our time on something we know. And you hear Raymond say, even if they take out the whole of the seat and put it in a St. Catherine, it's still a win. So,
yes, he's that confident, and he will.
No, I know, because people are tired of the gentleman. The gentleman is not doing any work. So I'll give back the 2 seats in Portmore to the PNP. By the way, when Bruce Golding created those 3 new seats through the ECJ, that was the only one that was a little bit to give the PNP some leeway. Yeah?
Yes.
The others were cut for the JLP. So much we don't know, Jeffrey. We have 2 out of St. Catherine and this
18, 19, 20.
20. So you see what we don't know? Okay. We come at Clarendon. Because we don't have no more in there to worry about, you know. Right? Damien already has Northwest St. Catherine is already in the pockets of the PNP. So we're going to Clarendon. Northwest with Richard Azan, we can put it back. Don't even waste your time. Yeah? So that brings us at what, Jeffrey? 25?
20. No, man. 21.
22.
22, yes.
Right.
Are we counting correctly?
Let me double check.
Yeah, man. It's 22.
Let me check the chat because I am... No, man.
No, it's 21. Andrew says 21.
21. Thank you, Andrew Mac. Andrew's the man.
Yeah.
Right. So we're at 21 now when we go into Northwest. Yeah, so we're at 22 with Northwest. Right? So Northwest Clarendon is coming home. Northern Clarendon, which is the seat of that Waverline is representing, right? They took back the division the other day in the by-election. Right, that they took back in the by-election the other day. You must remember that before, so they typically, the PNP never normally win Kellett's division. Yeah? So there are 3 divisions in Northern Clarendon. You have Kellett's, you have the Cross Hill division, and you have Anian Town. Yeah? Remember the PNP was able to retake Enan Town the other day, which means they now have 2 of the 3 divisions in the constituency. Yeah? With the strength of the PNP in both of those divisions, it's going to be hard for them to defeat them. So I'll give the seat to Waiver Lines. So that brings us to how much now, Jeffrey?
23.
23. I see somebody named Jenaline Gaming. A lot of the Labourites have come here now. Let me tell you something. I have never called an election and failed. Never. Because I'm going by numbers. So we're out of Clarendon. I would give, there's going to be an interesting battle in North Central Clarendon and in Southeast Clarendon with Cian Barneswell versus Pernell Charles Jr. Yeah? And there's going to be an interesting battle with Nestor Morgan versus my member of parliament. That's where I was actually registered to vote. North Central Clarendon in Chapelton. Yeah? So it will be a ding-dong battle. I expect, based upon something that I have picked up, that the PNP was able to win the Moko division, right? Which that division never normally votes PNP. Yeah? I am expecting that if the PNP does it work, I'm not going to talk much to give the short neck man no free advice. But if the PNP does its work in that constituency, we will see some surprise. It's going to be like a Danishka South Trelawney surprise. Yeah? Southeast, I'm not going to waste my time. Pernell Charles Jr. is the Minister of Labour and Social Security. Don't be surprised if you see all the Labour and Social Security money roll out down there. Yeah? No Minister of Labour and Social Security can't lose election unless you're weak. Yeah? I'm not hearing it, Jeffrey. Your mic is muted.
Sorry, you're saying to me that Pernell Charles Jr. is going back in?
Yeah, you must understand that seat is as strong. You have Rocky Point, you have A's, which is what Cian Barneswell represents. You have Mineralites, and you have the other place there, Palmer's Cross. Right? The PNP was only able to win A's division out of the A's, 1 out of the 4 they have there, which was surprising because I was expecting them to take back either Palmer's Cross. So I don't know I wish Cian Cian is a very good candidate, a very good man, by the way, a good Clarendon College man, and I wish him well. No, I'm not wasting my time. Let's go to the exciting parish, Manchester.
What about Central Clarendon?
No, man, may I come back to that? May I leave that till that am my okay, let's talk about Central Clarendon.
Yes, I talk about Central because it's in the news this morning. With Lester Mike Henry and the Williams and the mayor and the general secretary of the secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party.
But hear this now. If I were writing an article for the Gleaner or the Observer, I would put the Williams versus the Williams.
Yes.
May the better Williams win.
And that would be a rhyming thing.
But on a serious note, Central Clarendon stands a chance. The first since Central Clarendon was originally a PNP seat, you know. It was O.D. Ramtali. You remember that name?
Yeah, man, I remember O.D. I know him very well.
O.D. Ramtali's seat. Then Mike Henry came and ruffled his feathers. Southwest Clarendon was created. Yeah. A part of it was cut from the Southeast and from North Central and from Central Clarendon to make that seat. O.D. Ramtali went down there. Donna Scott Borsing ran that seat in 1980, you know.
Yes, I remember that one.
And it was felt that she had won the seat, but because of fear of violence at the time,
she decided to back out.
She decided to back out and leave. Donna has always been a person of principle, and that's why I respect Donna Scott Motley. So the truth be told, is the seat has been voting for Mike Henry. You know, I'm not afraid to declare that Mike Henry is a person, one of the few Labourites, him and Audley, that I will have the day of time, any day of time for them. The truth be told is Mike Henry is not happy with what is happening in terms of the selection exercise. One is expecting that there's going to be some serious infighting in Central Clarendon. The question will be, will that infighting be sufficient for the PNP to hold its majority there? Because if the PNP brings out its majority and the JLP amount dip in that constituency, you might see an interesting battle. But for now, I will not comment because I don't know where it will swing. It is dependent upon where the councillors go, where Mike Henry go, the people will go.
Yes.
That's how
And Mike haven't decided anything as yet.
Well, it is clear they are going to be protesting today. You should see something on the news. There is a protest that is scheduled there today. Now, let me not waste no time in Clarendon because we have Manchester and St. Elizabeth to do quickly. Manchester, the PNP doesn't have South Manchester, they don't have Central Manchester, and them don't have Northeast Manchester. Will there be history in the making? Let me start in the ones that we can win, that I know we have won before. Northeast, Central Manchester, Donovan Mitchell versus Rhoda Moy Crawford. It's going to be an interesting battle because Central Manchester has had a historical voting pattern in that seat, and the PNP has had a stronghold in Central Manchester for a long time. So what occurred the other day with Rhoda Moy Crawford, we would consider it to be an abnormality, something that would not normally occur. So when you really look at it, it is going to be an interesting one. Central Manchester battle. It's going to be very interesting, and I expect in Central Manchester that the PNP will retake Central Manchester. So the PNP will retake Central Manchester. South Manchester with Peter Bunting versus they don't know who yet, because there is some discussion as if Mr. Chin is going back. I'll give South Manchester to Mr. Bunting. A seasoned campaigner, a seasoned politician, and you know, as Edward Seaga said, the country need money. Yeah. So I know that Bunting has a war chest that is necessary to roll him out in South Manchester. The people there love him. They responded in giving him all of the divisions in his constituency. Yeah. No, he only lost one of his divisions out of the 3 years. Yeah. So we're expecting that he would win South Manchester. So Central Manchester, South Manchester, PNP column. Northeast Manchester is where the interesting battle is going to be. Your mic is muted, Jeffrey. Mike.
That is Audley's seat.
That is Audley's seat.
Yes.
Remember, the candidate Audley wanted to install, the party has not accepted, which is the principal of the Manchester High School.
Oh.
We're finishing right now, because we're just out of Manchester and then we're ending to St. Elizabeth. So,
yes.
Northeast Manchester, I'll declare with no questions asked for Valentine win. The reason being, it's 3 divisions there. The PNP never win Christiana since 1998. They never win Walderston since 1998. And they have won them now. Yeah? They lost Craighead, and they lost Craighead by a small amount. Little bit under 800. Little bit under 500. So I'll expect that the people of Northeast Manchester, and Valentine Winter has been trying in that seat for a long time. And there's this notion in people that they will give you a chance. Yeah? We go to St. Elizabeth, which is our final parish. So we are 3 out of Manchester. Yeah? Which brings on our 24 we came from, 24, 27. St. Elizabeth, Northeast St. Elizabeth, you can tick that off for Zulika Jess. That's traditionally a PNP seat. And
Yes.
fighting created problems there the other day, but it is coming back home. So that is 28.
What about Mayor Norman Scott in St. Elizabeth?
That's a tough seat. It's not an easy, it's the strongest of the two that the PNP is looking at challenging, which is Southeast and Southwest. Right? Frank Witter has not done anything major in the constituency. So I don't know how the people will respond, but I'll put it in the May win column for now. But what I will put in the win column is Southwest St. Elizabeth. Miranda Wellington. Miranda Wellington has the same history, like she was the secretary for Donald Buchanan.
Danny Buck. And Danny Buck has always been a person in St. Elizabeth. Everybody love him. Everybody love Danny Buck, whether you're PNP or JLP.
The family of Danny Buck is supporting Miranda Wellington 150%.
Good.
Not only that, she's a teacher by profession. So she has a lot of the young people. When Mark Golin did his tour of Black River the other day, and Black River is a place I know very good. Yeah? And so Jeffrey, I was surprised when I saw the young people in St. Elizabeth. Normally young people are shy in St. Elizabeth, they're locked up in the house. Yeah?
I know.
And when I saw them come out, they said, no, Miranda is my teacher. I got to vote for Miranda. Yeah?
Well, let's hope they're on the voters list.
No, a lot of them have been numerated. Hey, Miranda is no pushover. Let me not say no more. Floyd Green afraid of Miranda. If Miranda go in a Brampton, in Ghana Brampton. If she go Junction, in Ghana Junction. Yeah? Everywhere she go, he go. So, really and truly, Jeffrey, we are now at 29. Let's add 29 and 14 and see how much you get. I can't do maths. I tell you that all the time.
Oh Lord, 29 and who?
14. Let me see. No, Andrew Mack help me. Let me make Andrew Mack help me because I might have missed my counting. Andrew Mack, are you there? Yeah. Is that 34? No.
34. Okay. No, man.
No, man.
It's 43.
Andrew Max, we're at 43. Okay.
Yes.
Mark my word. So I may have. So the Gen 6 said 38.
Yes.
When I started adding up, I find 43.
All right.
Remember this? In 2011, when the swing was in favor of the PNP, how much seat did they get? 42 to 21. We may see ourselves returning back to that same place. I remember there are some seats that I said maybe, Yeah.
Andrew Mack is saying it's a 29-5 toss up.
Oh, 29-5 pass up. Yes. Okay. Okay. Boy, Andrew Mack, you need to. You and I need
to come on the program, Andrew Mack, man. Here, go on, sir.
We need to hear, man. Yeah. So.
Yes, finish up your point. Go ahead.
So interestingly, Dayton Campbell is saying 38. In our check-in, we have found 43. So it's a good look.
Yes, it is a good look.
So let us see if we could run the polls now. Well, you did share the polls earlier on, which shows them at 5%.
Right. But so, what I want to...
Did you know when Dan Anderson polled the PNP in 2011, he polled the PNP leading the JLP by 3 points.
Yes.
But the PNP win 42 seats.
If the People's National Party play their cards straight and clear in Hanover and Westmoreland have always been a PNP parish.
They're coming back.
Western Westmoreland, Eastern Westmoreland, and Central Westmoreland. Go ahead, Edward.
The internal polls, which have been done and which have been published, show a guy named Dilarance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Danny Lawrence his name, you know, but I call him Dillarance.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he barely escaped and defeated Buchanan. You remember Buck? Run
Yeah,
against
man.
him
Yes.
by about 12 votes, if it was so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Dillarance is at 22 in terms of voter intention, and Dayton Campbell is at 40 something, 44, which means
Mm-hmm.
that 22 point advantage. If you would put that translate that into the voter turnout in the constituency, Dayton Campbell would defeat Danny Lawrence by about 1,800 votes. Which would be the tradition when, cause that is PJ old seat.
Yes, man, that's PJ old seat. And isn't that where Dayton is going?
Yes, PJ old seat.
Yes.
So that is how PJ would normally beat and teach them up there by 2,000, 3,000 votes. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So as I said to you, Jeffrey, it's not just Westmoreland alone. St. Mary may very well do the same thing. Where you may have a 3-seat win in St. Mary.
Mm-hmm.
A clean sweep in St. Mary, clean sweep in Hanover, and a clean sweep in Westmoreland.
You know that election is going to be a very interesting night.
Let me tell you, interesting night. You better buy diapers and send to some of your friends in the JLP.
We're going to switch gear now, head boy, because we have some news coming out of Portland. Mm-hmm. A businessman was shot dead at his home this morning in East Portland. That's Thursday morning. Preliminary reports are that at about 8:30 a.m., men traveling on a motorcycle went to Lindsay's home. That's the businessman who was shot dead. Home and attacked him. He was shot multiple times. He's a businessman. He's the owner of Anna Banana Restaurant in Portland. He's the owner of Anna Banana Restaurant in Portland. On Tuesday morning, a fruit vendor was shot and killed. What is going on? This don't look good. The victim that was shot this morning is a businessman. He is 50 years old. This don't looking good.
I'll reserve my comments because I need to know. I'm going to do my checks in Portland.
Yes.
To see if there's any political connection to this. You know, one thing with me, Jeffrey, I don't say anything and take it back, you know. Yeah?
I don't blame you.
So I want to make sure that I do my research on this. But there's a joke in your comment section from Andrew Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Mack says, Ed boy, if you get 25 of the 29 right, I owe you a beer. But if you get all 29, I owe you a steak dinner. Yeah? My brother, let's hope it is rib. I'd prefer beef ribs, not pork, please. And it should not just be a steak dinner. It should be drinks included. Yeah?
And I just want everybody to know that come election night, the Make We Talk program as usual, because we have been doing election coverage from ever since this program started, that come election night, we will be coming to you live on the Make We Talk program. We'll be having another guest here to analyze and talk to us about elections and from the 1980s coming up. We're going to have senior journalist Dudley Thompson coming on board. We're going to have head boy. We're going to have, I think it all depends on the night of the election, because if it's a Wednesday night, we go over to Wilfred Rattigan program. If it's any other night, it'll be on my program. So it's going to be a night to remember. And
do you want me to tell you the date for the election?
Yes.
Hold on, let me get my calendar here. Continue talk. Let me get my calendar here.
Yes. We're listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. It's a Make We Talk program. We're speaking about Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party performance in the polls, who do you think will win the general election? We're also going to speak some more of an interview that was done last night with Deon Jackson Miller, General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dayton Campbell, and Gen Sec of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Horace Chang. We're going to bring that to you, another clipping to you also. Head boy, we're ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready for you.
Go ahead.
If you see, you can predict where a government is going. When you listen to Trone's speech the other day, and
yes,
thank God to my teachers, men like Paul Burke, men like Larry Robertson, men like D.K. Duncan and Horace Daly, yeah, who taught me the politics, and Joan Gardner Webley too in the latter part when she came over. If you listen to the Prime Minister, they keep on talking about everything, referring to July. Yeah? That by July. Andrew Holness cannot be a crazy man and call an election and have the election run during back to school, during September.
No, he cannot.
He cannot. If he does, well, him not have no, remember Andrew no have no shame, you know, so you don't know. But let's say we're going by that he's not calling the election. He cannot call it in. He can't have a September election. The rule says you must have 14 clear days, 7 clear days after the announcement to nomination. No, so?
Right. Until election day.
And 14 to 21 clear days to election day. Yeah? Do you know the clear days don't include Sunday?
No, it doesn't.
And Saturdays. It don't include weekend. Let me, because this is, by the way, students, please like, share, and subscribe. What you are getting now, no university in Jamaica is teaching you this. Yeah? This is raw political 101, raw course political 101, understanding the depth of the politics. So in July, I'm expecting that Andrew only celebrates his birthday in July, you know. That's why I'm so lie. Yeah? They should move his name from Andrew to July. Yeah? If he were to call it in August, right? And with what they're trying to do with the diaspora, remember, you know, a lot of people come home from the diaspora during independence time.
Yep.
And they tend to spend about 2 weeks or so in Jamaica before they go up, or a week before they go up. Let's predict this. If he makes the announcement, it has to be a week, the nomination day has to be on a weekday, a work day. Yeah? So let's say he makes the announcement and he's an Adventist, so I'm not going to call election on a Saturday. So let's say he calls the election day on the 20th of July. Yeah? He calls it 20th because Grand Gala, them sell out, give out free tickets to send people go Grand Gala.
Yeah, man, and they have this multi-million-dollar firework that costs the country millions of dollars.
And in the Urara, they get you to go vote. So let's say the election date is announced the 20th of July, right? 1, 2, 3, you have 20th, Monday the 21st, Tuesday the 22nd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may go to nomination day the 20th of July, 28th of July. That is my day for nomination day. 28th of July. Mark this down in Jeffrey.
Yeah, 28th day of July, yes.
Yes.
2025.
2025. Then you have 14 to 21 clear days to the election day. The 29, 30, 31st. Remember, the 1st is a holiday. Saturday and Sunday out because it is Saturday and Sunday. So, and the 6th is a holiday as well.
Is so it because the 6th is
Independence Day.
Right.
And the 1st.
Right.
So we're going to go back. We're going to start from the 7th. 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We may see an election between the 19th to the 22nd of August. Any day between that time. If him push it.
So hold on your head, boy. You don't believe exactly after the budget he will call the election? I have a call coming in, head boy. Hold on a minute there.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Good morning, welcome to our program. You're live. Hello, you're live.
Hello. Yeah, good morning. Andrew Holness is not a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm making problem. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm tired and wicked in Advent. I'm going to try to big up himself. He is not Adventist. He is white. He used to go Adventist church. But he's not a Poco church in God.
What is the Poco church in God?
One Poco church where Bob Degree and Sharon.
No, that's not man.
Somewhere down there, we are there.
All right, caller. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Hey, we Jamaicans are easy, you know. I know what you're talking to, and I call no name. I know the person too.
No, but the bishop, I'm a good. The bishop, I'm a good bishop, and a lad. Oh.
I think Jamaicans easy.
Right in a sub.
Yes.
But I'm looking at the comments, and Jeffrey, the comments them have me crack up, man.
Yeah, man. Hello, our students them not easy, you know. Head boy, before it reach 1 o'clock, I want to play something here.
Absolutely, go ahead.
And then we may go to Day and Jackson Mill and the other thing that we have, or we may just open up the phone lines. And I think we just open up the phone lines. I want you to listen to this.
Just for the record, the PNP is willing to debate, leadership debate, finance minister debate, one versus one, and then the social issues debate, which is a team debate. We are for that. We have signed up and we have said we are committed to doing that.
Since you've gone back to that, I just want to make sure.
And we are fine at the constituency level.
The debate.
We are putting out manifestos at the constituency
But Dr. Chang is saying that Minister Williams can stand up to anybody. So what I'm trying to find out,
I don't disturb my opponents when they're making a mistake. So you should continue along that path.
All I want to know from my perspective and the perspective of the public is that we're hoping that there's not going to be a derailing of a debate, though, because the two sides can't agree on the format.
I hope there isn't, because he's saying she's competent. So
are you saying the PNP would not do a finance team debate?
No, we're not doing a team debate for finance.
Okay.
Because it is such a powerful position in the government. It has always been an individual debate. And there is a team debate. There is a team debate around social issues.
The issue of debate is how to bring out the in-depth the policy of the government or the policy of the party that is going to be in government. And in terms of the economy and finance, there's nothing wrong with a team debate. The Minister for Finance deal with the macroeconomic principles, but bringing in others who are involved in today's world, who are involved in industry and commerce and the general economy and planning of the government. Nothing wrong with that.
If you're trying to,
I'm saying nothing wrong with
it. It makes it look like you think your finance minister is weak.
You wouldn't have made that point if Nigel was there. Had Dr. Clark been the Minister of Finance, he would not be making that point.
Discussions are good. One other thing, we don't respect our government evolve and politics evolve. And there might be time you look at team rather than individual. You're going to have a short time anyway. You're talking about the election. I don't know when the date will be, but the election will be short. It's 16 days.
When you're speaking about the negative ratings for the leader of the PNP, you're not speaking about team then, are you?
No.
You're
21 days.
No, there is a team that runs the government.
It suits you, doesn't it? No, it suits you to have a...
I can't hear when you both speak.
Yeah, sorry. No, when your leader is getting negatives, it suits you to have debates to raise his profile. That's what debates do for the opposition. I don't need debates, No. I'm the government. So just remember that.
Remember the last prime minister who never debated, though, and what happened to her government.
Yeah, but the result.
Wow, head boy.
They're running scared. The JLP is scared. And Dr. Dr. Tufton, Dr. Chang, right? He's running scared. They don't want a debate. I disagree with Portia Simpson Miller to not have debated Andrew Holness. I believe
yes.
that was what created the loss for Portia. I said then internally within the People's National Party, and I'll say so again, it was one of the gravest mistakes Portia made. One of the gravest mistakes. Because that, you know, the PNP lost that election by 3,000 votes, you know, Jeffrey.
One moment. Hello, good morning. Welcome to our program. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Hello? Can you turn off your TV in the background, please, and speak to me?
Oh, hey.
Turn off the TV in the background, please.
Oh, yes. All right. Let me leave the room. I'm going to leave the room. Hey, Jeffrey, good morning. I didn't know you were on. I sent you a link so that you could probably.
What's the link all about?
It's Reverend Barber. He had a sermon done on Tuesday at the same time Trump was doing his thing, and it's a message for all of us in order to think differently and fight about what matters to us. It's very, 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 very important. If you could rebroadcast it, I sent you the link, and that's what I was playing in the background. I'm sorry, I didn't even know I had done.
So many people send me stuff, ma'am. I don't know your number, so what you need to do is send it back to me now.
Oh, it's on. It's on right now in your link.
In what link? My what?
It's
the link,
on the Make Me Talk.
No, you haven't sent it to my phone because I don't see the link in here.
Oh. So what am I? This is not your phone?
Yeah, ma'am. Send it to my phone, yes.
Tell me how to do it now, please. Tell me again.
Send it to my WhatsApp, ma'am.
I'm on your WhatsApp. That's what I'm calling you from, because I'm calling you from New Jersey.
Right, and I'm saying to you, I haven't seen anything come in, and I have so many people WhatsApping me. So what you need to do is just send it over again to my WhatsApp.
Okay, I'm going to go back on WhatsApp and resend it.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks so much for calling in.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. We're going to open up the phone lines. Headboy and myself will take your calls and see if we can do anything to assist you. 954-529-8030. Call in and tell us who you think will win the election.
Exactly. Whilst you're at that, I want to hear. I see a lot of comments in the comment sections. I want to hear from people. I want to hear what you think is my prediction, because really and truly, I was predicting 38 seats for the PNP. Yeah, but I didn't expect us to get to 43. So it is obvious that the country is more, the country is ripe for the taking. I won't say the pastures are greener because of.
A pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Baltimore. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon to Edward. Hey, Jeffrey.
Yes, long time I hear.
I'm here, man. I think the PNP will win the election. If there's an election.
He has to call the election, you know. He can't go.
Listen, hey, Jeffrey, I agree with you. But listen what I'm saying. The Prime Minister is busy focusing on right now. The Integrity Commission Board is busy focusing on reorganizing that board and killing all reports.
Why like, something like that?
Jeffrey, then if the information is being put out by the people, right? Don't it make sense to put people here who won't achieve anything? Won't bring any case against you?
Well, you have a point there.
Okay.
Hold on for me, headboy. I want to say something to you. Hold on, go ahead.
We have to correct something here. The case that the Prime Minister brought to court against the Integrity Commission, it does not have any bearing on who he wants to appoint. He could have want to appoint his son to run the Integrity Commission tomorrow morning. The court ruling on his matter will be final. Yeah? So it doesn't matter who he puts there. Let's be real. Secondly, in relation to the election being delayed, the election cannot go beyond September, sir. If Andrew Holness think he's a bad man and a mini dictator, I dare him not call election beyond. I dare him to call election in September. I dare him.
Hold on. Because under the Constitution of Jamaica, it is considered due come September, this year to September, January to September, or to December. Under the Constitution also, the only way he can delay the election if there's a natural disaster.
All right, Jeffrey. No, you're talking, Jeffrey. Listen to me now, Jeffrey. And listen to me now, everyone, because we put nothing past Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is also looking ahead of replacing the DPP in September before she leaves. All right. This is why I said if an election is called. You remember when they went to the parliament and they were trying to pass something which officer says in case there's a insurrection against the state, in case there's natural disaster.
It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Well, he was trying to have it passed to say you could put off the election for 2 years. So listen what I'm saying now.
No,
I'm just asking out there. What if Andrew planned to have turmoil? So he could go in front of the parliament with the 49 before the election is called.
Hold on to me, caller. Hold on to me, caller. And then have head boy come on in.
Theorist, man. Come on, let me tell you something. Jamaica is a thriving democracy. As much as I'm a comrade, let me say this. Andrew Holness is no bad boy. Yeah? Him can't do that. And let me guarantee you, there will be hell and poorhouse in Jamaica if Andrew Holness goes beyond the election date. One, let's be clear. Let's be clear. What he was attempting to do was, remember, they were predicting another pandemic in terms of, or pandemic, if you want to call it so. Yeah? So that's the only way that can be triggered. Not no insurrection. Not nothing like that, because it is clear the administration ends on their end comes in August. You can't call election on the 3rd of September and you have to call it before.
I understand.
Hold on to me, caller. What I think, my good friend, what you're not understanding. The Prime Minister of Jamaica may go on like he's a mini dictator. But you know who rules the country? The Jamaican people. And the Constitution, hold on here. On the Constitution of this country is supreme. Not Andrew Holness, Delroy Trump, or the Minister of National Security. The Jamaican people rule this country. Yes, head boy, go ahead. Hold on for me, caller. Yes, head boy.
I'm saying let us not peddle conspiracy theories. There is nothing. First of all, the EOJ has received its full budget to prepare for an election. The first indication that an election is being called is when EOJ put out tender for workers. Yeah? So I will not support that argument from the caller. I beg to disagree, but it's your view, caller. I'm not beating down your view, but I'm saying I have information to say otherwise. Okay?
Right. Caller, can you call us back? I have about 3 calls coming in one time.
Okay. All right.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey.
Yes, ma'am.
I was the one that sent you the link for Reverend Barber's speech. Did you get it yet?
I'm on the phone, ma'am, so I don't know if it's coming as yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Should I call back to find out? Because I think it's really, really important that Jamaicans here and abroad hear it, because all those funds that are being cut.
I will look for it and play it, okay?
Will affect the Jamaicans waiting for their money from America.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. Calling from Cayman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've been listening to Ed Boy, and I can tell you that Central Kingston, because I'm from Central Kingston, Central Kingston will be going back to the PNP. In 2020, I can tell you, I was there. I was part of the campaign team for Imani Duncan, right?
Hold on 1 second. What did he say? Hold on. What did he say? Hold on.
Central Kingston is going back to the PNP. I said, let's not waste our time there. It's going back to the PNP.
Yeah. The reason for that, I can tell you the reason why they lost. I know the reason why they lost. I definitely can tell you the reason why. Apart from Roe, there was a major player. There was a major thing, an incident that caused that. Now that situation is no longer there. You will find that it's an open season right now. And so then if people know this, Central Kingston is mostly voted for the PNP. It's like a stronghold for the PNP. So the 2020, as you said, was an anomaly because at 3 o'clock, 3:30, I was there. Most of the young person didn't come vote. Most of the old person didn't come vote. So it's not that person was voting for the JLP. Person did not vote. It was one of the lowest turnout in Central Kingston. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Thanks much.
Thank you much, brother. Well said. No, he's right. He's right, Jeffrey. There was that anomaly. And remember now the PNP finding out that Roe was a damn spy. Yeah? And a turncoat. A mole, as the Americans would say, there was a mole in the house. Yeah? I can say what I have to say now. We're friends in the PNP.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make It Talk program. Where you calling from?
Good afternoon, Mr. Jeffrey. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. To the program, Miss St. Elizabeth.
Yes, Philadelphia.
Miss Philadelphia.
Okay. I just called you to remind you of something that I said to you the other day. When they come up with this saying about Mark Golden to apologize, I told you that he should not. Because he did not say anything that is wrong. You see what happened the other night? All of them come together and having them caliber and then big drinks and then food and then while the people are dying for hungry.
What are you talking? Hold on for me, Philadelphia. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about all the journalists them come together and have them big party the other night. Didn't you see them?
So hold on there now. The journalists that come together and have big party. What does that have to do with Jamaica?
No, what I am saying, they are saying that what Mark Golden has said was a lie. But it's proven that he was right.
No, hold on for me. Hold on for me, ma'am. Hold on for me. Whether the PNP is in power or the JLP is in power, they always have a journalist function, ma'am.
1 second, Jeffrey, caller. Let the caller hold on 1 second. I am agreeing with the caller. Let me tell you where the caller is coming from. Mark Golden had his media party the other day, right? Most of the journalists who went to the Prime Minister's media party did not come to Mark Golden's party. Did not. Almost all of the journalists in Jamaica were represented at the Prime Minister's media party. So what he's saying is that it is confirming what Mark Golden is saying.
That the media house have been bought out.
No must.
Yes.
No, I understand what you're saying, ma'am.
Yes, it is true.
She's correct. She's correct.
But my take on the election now.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a true and living father. And I know he is not going to suffer more than how we are suffering. He sits high and he looks low. He doesn't need us to tell him what's happening. He sees what's happening. He knows what's happening. He knows our pain. He hears our cry. And let me tell you, PNP is going to win through street and lane. Because it's not we fighting this battle. We cannot manage it. It is God who is going to fight this battle for us. Thank you.
And there's one thing I'm going to tell you, Dodo. God can't come down and vote, you know.
No, we have to vote. We have to vote.
Hold on for me.
We have to vote.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
The people of Jamaica, and I've been saying it on this program, this is one of the most important elections.
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. This is one of the most consequential election in the history of this country. And the Jamaican people, everything lies in the two pair of your hands in the hands.
Yes, sir.
If you, the Jamaican people, decide to stay home and believe that the change that you seek in this country will come by staying home, you make a sad mistake. As I said before, I will not tell you who to go and vote for. What I will say to you, make sure your name is on the voters list. Make sure come election day, you go out and vote. This is one of the most consequential election in Jamaica's history. Jamaicans, get up off on the backside and make sure to vote.
Mr. Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am.
My tea are prepared already. I will be booking that plane and I'm coming to Jamaica and vote, make my vote.
Okay, ma'am.
This is no joke. It's a serious thing. Anytime the kids fly, my fear is ready.
Vote as if your life depends on it.
Upon it.
Vote yes. As if your life and your children's life depends on it.
If I see anybody else, I can pay them for will come in.
All right, ma'am. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
All the best.
The numbers are 9545298030. Call in and tell us what you think about the upcoming general election and the prediction that my good friend.
This is the PNP singing 1 by 1, 2 by 2. Here till I call you number by number.
Aye.
By 1, 2 by 2. Here till I call you number by number.
I tell you, if we don't go out there and vote, I want to say good afternoon to our good friend Corporal Rowan James, one of Jamaica's finest policemen of all time, who continue fighting for the democracy of this country and within the police force. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
We have an alien, an intruder in the chat. You know what is happening? Kizzy, this person is called Kizzy in style. Right? She's busy creating chaos in the chat, or he or she or them, because I don't know what it be. But I want to address her telling her the little chicken back change hand roll is give up. Go and go sit down here. There are trolls. The JLP is now paying people to go on people's social media platform.
And they are so damn stupid. They are so damn stupid they can't read and they can't write, have no understanding. That is your own Jamaican you're belittling. All because of politics and money and chicken back money. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're live. Where you calling from?
Hey, my brother, how you doing?
I am here looking and living, my friend.
Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Good work. But, you know, Jeffrey, I just want to say something. Hey, boy, my respect to you, my brother. How is everything with you?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yes. What else, you know, Jeffrey? If if we don't be careful, Andrew Holness will win the election, just like how you see Donald Trump win it. Trust me. And you, I don't want you to say it, but I am going to say it. You know, I'm going to take a chance and say it because I know YouTube is. But Andrew Holness is a cook, so you don't expect better from him. Yeah, he's a cook. He's a cook. You know, trust me. And let me say something. They are not.
Go ahead, sir. We're hearing you speak a little bit louder.
I'm going to say this. Do you know that he's one of the biggest scammer in Jamaica?
Be careful when you say that on the platform here, sir.
Yes, that's true. But I'm telling you, they're talking about this because you know about trust me, man.
Hold on for me, sir.
Yes.
The views expressed on this program and necessarily the views of the Make We Talk program, and my producer gonna kill me now. I need to put up this before I start.
Sorry about that.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Make We Talk program, the owner or the host of the Make We Talk program, or the co-host. Thank you very much, sir. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. So, you know, I don't, if you win this election, it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me. But all I can say, you know, I just want to encourage
the
Jamaican.
Yes. Hold on for me, headboy. I want to say something to you. Go ahead, headboy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's this fear amongst Jamaicans. You have been, let me tell you something. Andrew Holness is no Superman or no bionic man.
That's true.
Yeah? Edward Seaga ruled Jamaica with a iron fist between 1980 and 1989, and he lost.
Yes.
So we have to get out of this doubt. I know that people are tired of seeing Andrew. They want to see him go. We have to stop doubting ourselves and start to speak the exact thing which we want, which is to encourage people to come and vote. Because these sentiments are the sentiments that will make people stay home.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, caller. Thanks for calling. Next call coming in. Thank you
for
calling.
Love, man. Have a wonderful day.
Same to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh Lord, the person hung up. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call. 954-529. Someone was calling a while ago. You can call back. 954-529-8030. And those Labour partners. Good afternoon. Look at our program live.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Turn off the TV in the background. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, before we get into politics, I'd called yesterday and I know that not your list, maybe you had asked Laborites to call because it was Ash Wednesday. And I know a lot of people call after and come with the disrespect. People say, they send me pics on the program and things like that. It's the first time I'm calling a talk show. I listen to Simon and send him a view on everything that I don't call. So I'm a non-liberite. Okay?
So hold on. You're a born liberite, you say?
No, I'm a liberite. I didn't say born, but if I say born, that's a mistake. Yeah, I'm a liberite. Yeah. So I just want to make it clear that I don't know if you see a 516 number call yesterday. 516, and you had called me back.
Yes, sir. What is it? What call this morning? Yeah, go ahead.
The man that said can't.
So you're the man who said you can't read.
Well, if you want to say that, yeah, because I know that's a line that PNP use all the time.
No. Don't bother with that this morning. You came on the platform. You said something.
Yes.
And then he said you can't read. How PNP is involved in this?
No, he said he don't read. He said I
don't read.
It's okay if you want to say that, but I don't live in Jamaica.
And I don't live in Jamaica.
516 number.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't live in Florida. If you see my 516 number, you know where I'm calling from. So I don't live in Jamaica, but this is in Jamaica and I go to Jamaica all the time.
No. Why you come on the program for come me now?
Exactly. Don't
You
go to
know, labor and the press people, man. Just listen to them.
Oh, well, I'm a Jamaican, you know. I'm a Jamaican. If I can't come and talk about Jamaica, the development of Jamaica, I can't talk about labor right and PNP. I'm a Jamaican.
Alright, so the only thing I have to say that I listen to Simon and what's his name, Ralston in the morning. I send him texts and everything. And one thing you can say about Simon, you listen to Labour Right and PNP. And I'm going to tell you with all due respect, I listen to your program, a lot of Labour Right listen. But it seems to me that you only want PNP to call.
Oh,
and you have to,
that is your views.
And maybe you listen.
No, that is your views. Listen from me, man. That is your views. A lot of people call, I have Labour Right on my program and I have PNP in my program.
Absolutely.
Many times. So if you want to think that I only listen to PNP, that's your business.
Okay.
When we probe him, hold on, Jerry.
So I'm just giving you everything without respect.
No, let him call her. Please take a next call, please. We're not going to argue with you today.
Alright, bye.
Good. Go on, read the Integrity Commission report and the Prime Minister's 28 bank account.
Good afternoon, you're live. Senior Journalist Dudley Thompson, you're live on the Electoral program. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, and head boy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dudley.
Yes, I believe to the callers and the views. I talk about the election coming up.
Yes, sir.
That's your topic. Well, to be frank, this was kind of ticklish. Because in the past, when person used to vote for either a Jamaican party to be successful, it depends on the strength of the leader. And in the past, we saw where person vote on that factor. But in the last two elections, things have been changed. It happened there up here north. We come back to the party that might win the election, depending on their ability to spend.
Yes.
So it's no longer about the person who the person favor or the issues and issues is about what they can get on election day. It happens here and elsewhere. So we talk about the recent polls. The both polls with blue dot and that polls. It's sort of showing the PNP ahead slightly. But when it comes to personality, I think Andy Hall is closely on the lead held by Mark Golding. But Mark Golding last utterances with the weekend in Connecticut. It sort of put him in a kind of bad light.
Why is that so? Because he went and tell the Jamaican people in the diaspora that the journalist is very corrupt.
No, because he makes statements that person can prove are not true.
What?
One example, when he said that the journalist poll was commissioned by some businessmen, and the fact is it was commissioned by the RJR Communication Group.
Yes.
Not by a bunch of businessmen. So as a political leader, when they're making statements, try to be as accurate as possible.
No, Jeffrey.
No, hold on. I want to say something to you. Go ahead.
Oh, it's Dudley. It's Dudley. I know I hear the vibe.
Yes.
Where I take my point of departure with you, right? In relation to personality politics. In 2016, the JLP won the election on a promise of the 1.5. That's a fact.
Yes.
In 2020, the JLP won the election on Andrew Holness, Clarkson, Boot, and Foot. Yes, Andrew Holness
and internet.
Single-handedly won the election for the party. Jamaica has not moved from being a personality politics. That's why Dr. Peter Phillips lost in 2020. It's not moved from being a centric politics. Now, in relation to Mark Golding's statement about private sector paying for the poll, Mark Golding is in fact correct. The RJR group is a private sector group.
I understand that point. But it was said by a bunch of businessmen.
It is owned by shareholders.
It must be more precise and don't leave loophole to cause doubt as a party leader.
I understand your sentiments, Dudley. But I would say there's much to do about nothing, because what I see happening is people are, particularly certain media houses in Jamaica, they're making it look as if the way in which Mark Golding spoke was as if he was desperate and low and sounded defeat. How could you sound defeated when you are leading in a poll by 5.4%? The PNP in 2011, when they defeated the JLP 42-21, was leading in the poll by 3% points. So this notion that the PNP is in a bad position and Mark Golding went to fire in Gabal is a figment of certain person's imagination, because you can't be in a poll where you lead by 5. When Portia win 2011, she was leading by 3 and she got 42 seats.
Let me ask a question here.
And when she lost to Bruce Golding, it was like a dead heat, and she lost by 1 seat.
Exactly.
Let me ask a question here, Dudley. Do you believe that the leader of the opposition went to Connecticut and said anything apart from the where he said the whole thing with the pose versus man or whatever? Apart from that, do you believe that the opposition leader said anything that is wrong by saying that the journalists are the Labour Party bought out the journalism sector in Jamaica?
Well, as many use Connecticut, I saw the media house.
Yes.
And why they take the come across as a bit awkward? Because the fact that the head of the most powerful media group in Jamaica publicly endorsed Mark Golding.
When was that?
It came on national television about a month ago. The head publicly endorsed Mark Golding.
Who's the head of the media group in Jamaica? The president of the media group?
He's referring to Joseph and Dudley, let us...
The chairman of the RJRGLEANER group publicly endorsed Mark Golding.
Hold on, Dudley.
No, let's be real. Joseph Matalan's position as chairman of the board of RJR has nothing to do with what RJR puts out there.
I know, but he publicly endorsed Mark Golding.
So what is wrong with that?
Nothing.
Dudley,
but when he said that now, it comes out as if the person who endorsed him sitting on and try to sell out to the opposition.
Referee, this is biased argument.
It's kind of awkward.
Dudley, hold on a minute, Dudley. You're saying to me, hold on a head boy.
1 second, Jeffrey. You were at Roots FM that was run by Mustard Seeds community, right? A lot of the things that Roots FM did, because I grew up on Roots FM, was not in keeping with what the Catholic faith believed in. Yeah, like Pia Yaga Yaga and Bugo Yaga music. So boards can be in place, but the boards don't necessarily dictate what a company do. Mr. Matalan acquired the group, was appointed by the shareholders of RJR, not because he had any personal interest in it. They said they want somebody will run it, will understand business. He was brought in just for the business part of the media group, not to run the day-to-day. It's the managing director of the group that runs the day-to-day and determine what goes there. No, but when you make that statement that the chairman of a board, of a group, come on, man, let's not be reckless and careless in our statement. Joseph Matalan has been Mark Golding's personal friend for years.
Yeah, but understand that. But I'm saying that he said the RJR group is him personally.
Yeah, but if he said him personally, Dudley, why would you come and say that he publicly endorsed and he's a chairman for the group? Hold on.
No. What I'm saying, when Mr. Golding said JLP bought out the media, you must remember that the chairman of a media group publicly endorsed him.
So what I have to do with
not the entire media house?
So hold on.
Individual.
So what does have to do? What that have to do with him endorsing Mark Golding and Mark Golding is what he said in the United States?
And you can look on kind of awkward. When you want that they bought the entire Jamaican media.
No, it's not true.
Eh?
It's not true.
Well, let me tell you. You see, when media carry stories, they are branded by party faithfuls.
No, Dudley.
Of course.
Dudley. Everybody in Jamaica know. Let me ask you a question. You at Roots FM and I was at Roots FM. When media houses get contract from the office of the Prime Minister, does Roots FM get any?
Come again.
When media houses get contract from, like, other media houses get contract from the office of the Prime Minister, did Roots FM get any about it?
I think we get one of our live broadcast once.
Okay.
We get no, let's not contract, you know. When elections come around, they pay me to air their commercials.
Yes, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is this. When you can hear this temperatures brought by the office of the Prime Minister, this news brought by the office of the Prime Minister, and one radio station, one, Roots FM don't get any. Wouldn't you say that? Would you say that?
No, those are paid commercials.
Oh, for God. Okay, so how you can't get any? Hold on here.
Hold on. Roots used to get. Listen. They were no longer get because the listenership went right down.
No, forget about the listenership. The question.
No. Hold on. Let me give you that facts now. In the Bruce Gold election with Bruce Gold and Paula Simpson, we get advertising totally almost $2 million.
I'm not talking about election, Dudley. What I am talking about, why is it that certain media houses in Jamaica, hold on, Dudley. Why is it certain media houses in Jamaica can get all the contract to build up live broadcast and another station can't get it from the government?
Like who?
What do you mean like who?
No, let me respond. Jeffrey, let me respond because we need to take another call.
I remember Roots got one.
Dudley, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about now.
Jeffrey, hold on. Respectfully. Nationwide News Network. Let me say it with no apologies out of my mouth, because this is not the views of Make We Talk program. These are the views of Headboy. Nationwide News Network is the only radio station in Jamaica that has the lowest form of listenership that is getting the most government airtime. And that's a statement of fact. The other fact that we cannot deny, and Christopherson as minister, who used to do all of the market me things over by Nationwide, what Christopherson and the cabinet of Jamaica cannot deny is that they have given preferential treatment to Nationwide because of Nationwide's existence. There are ministers in the government, both in Parliament and in the Senate, that were shareholders of Nationwide in its original inception. And
the Cool FM is owned by the government.
Dudley. Okay. Cool FM is owned by the government. Do you listen to Cool FM since you're up here?
Yes.
And do you hear government things and Cool FM?
Not much.
Okay. Have a good day, my friend.
All right, Dudley. Take care.
Me and friend Dudley. Have a good day. No, you see what we're talking about? You see what we're talking about?
Okay.
No, sit down now.
Okay. Dudley, you don't see that Nationwide getting all the contracts to bring JLP propagandists.
So you're saying the government bought out Nationwide. That's what you're saying.
Well, if anybody can see, then who sells it? I never say it.
I don't listen to that often.
Okay.
So no, I don't listen to that often.
All right, Dudley. Well, I listen.
But if it's a bought out the media, it must be specific then. I say they bought out Nationwide.
No, Dudley. He can't be specific.
But he can't.
What is wrong with him saying? What is wrong with him saying that JLP bought up media houses in Jamaica? Anything wrong with him saying that?
It must be specific.
No, is there anything wrong with him saying that?
Which minister? Which minister?
You know what's wrong with that? Like the JLP bought out all 26 Jamaica radio stations, newspaper,
program there.
And TV.
You have it done.
It must be specific.
Nationwide. Dudley, you're entitled to your opinion. How can he go on an international platform and say that JLP bought out Nationwide?
No, what?
How can you say that?
No, Jeffrey.
So you're saying that it's Nationwide get all the commercial must Nationwide.
All right, Dudley. Have a good day, Dudley. May we talk?
Be specific.
All right, Dudley.
Yeah.
What is your views on market mead?
And?
Market mead.
Minister Tufton.
Market mead?
Yes.
Has presided over a scandal that was called market mead.
That was the market mead.
Okay, all right, Dudley. May we talk off here? Have a next call coming in.
Good.
All right. The numbers are 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. That's the numbers are calling to the program.
Nobody playing with you. Nonsense, man.
Me call back the person who was Good afternoon. Welcome to Make It our program. You're live.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Just one over input on the situation happening in Jamaica at the moment, yeah? Pertaining to SSM, yeah? Knowing that not just Usain Bolt and other investor lose money in it. The government put taxpayer money in it, right?
Yes.
Which went to over 2 billion. And up to date, the government haven't come out and said a word about it. What the situation is with the taxpayer money that we put in it. Which leads me to one conclusion. I might be right and I might be wrong. Yeah. If the government is the only person that get money out of FSM,
what government?
The taxpayer money.
Hold on there.
The Prime Minister.
Yes, so the Prime Minister, because the government no there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Prime Minister, if he is the only person get money out of SSM, right? Did he come with the owner of SSM to scam taxpayer of the money? Because I've never heard of any government, any Prime Minister put taxpayer money in investment bank before, in investment company before. I think this is the first it's ever happened in the history of Jamaica.
They will do it, but unknown to us, you know.
Okay, but I've never heard of no government put money in.
To you, they will do it. They will put taxpayers' money in it, but it's unknown to the taxpayers of the country.
Don't you think the Prime Minister should come out and tell the public, the Jamaican public, what the situation with those taxpayer money that he put in it?
How can he do it? You never come out and do it. One thing I can tell the Jamaican people, that, you know what? Call him and next call coming in. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, welcome. Thanks,
right. Good afternoon. Welcome to Make It our program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
Jeffrey! You're Maya!
Yes!
You're Maya!
Yes!
You're Maya, Jeffrey! Let me tell you.
What else, man?
Mark Golden now gonna Mark Golden can't beat a Joe.
Yeah, man!
Yeah, man. Andrew go and get him third term somewhere else.
What else you have to say?
Jeffrey! Mark Golden will never be a Prime Minister, and Mark Golden can't be Andrew. So you sit down and you chat where you want to chat. You are a loser. You
Good afternoon. Welcome to Make It our program. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make It our program. You're live. Where are you calling from?
You know, when you know you're doing good.
I'm calling from the state of Washington.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I listen to your program all the time. I listen to most vloggers. And I'll pay keenly to what is going on into Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
How many times Wilmington come out and cuss out the media?
Thank you. And nobody says anything to Wilmington. Nobody demand Wilmington to apologize.
You see it? Even in a pandemic, look how you angle Curly and Brown. Eh? When the pandemic, when the
no movement, then you are going to the space. I look at the transgender, and nobody come out and answer nothing. You see, that's why Jamaica will be never better, brother.
Because you know something, sir? They will call your program and say you are dirty comrade, you are this, you are that. And you know, for some reason I don't understand. Yes, sir.
And that is the reason why people don't, you can't speak anymore. You speak about what is going on in the country. Them cut them label as PNP. Eh?
Yeah.
And they are so blind and dumb. Look what is going on with the hospital sector. Look what is going on with education. There's so many places, there's so many things. But let me tell them something, man. I know there's a God up above. And this evil and necromancy leader in go down a God and stop this election, yeah. Because we are a God-fearing country. We believe in a God. We stand up for righteousness. Look at the hang of PG. And PG never come out and behave like how this man behave. Look at the hang of PG. This man come out and sign an agreement for the people.
Listen to this, sir. The late Prime Minister Edward George Philip Siaga never act like how Andrew acted, you know. Edward Siaga and Bruce Gold never act like how Andrew acting.
Brother, this is the only leader that go anywhere and got sign different that and never come back and report to the country like a field business. Every other leader that does something like that, okay, no, I'm going off to Pakistan to sign a deal that can improve Jamaica.
When the Prime Minister come back to the country, so he doesn't address the nation. When Bruce Gold was in power, I don't know how everybody remember this. Prime Minister Golden, who I know personally. So all those who want to call us a bias. When Prime Minister Golden come back to Jamaica, he addressed the nation. He used to have a thing they call Jamaica House Live, where people could call in and talk to him about anything.
Yeah. This is the only leader, but I don't want power, brother. We don't care. It's only look. All right, you see. Look how many people are suffering. Even the people in a very lost them livestock, them livelihood, everything. They can't find the money for them, but now in an election coming up, they're going to find 50,000 to give the people them. You know, see the people them stupid. You see the people them blindfolded, brother, and then take the people for idiot. Because they're not nonsense. These people don't read and write, so we just do them anything and just money them want. So we just go and buy them soul. This government is like evil government. I'm buying the people them soul.
And one thing I know, you know. I make this clear, absolutely clear. If the People's National Party should gain state power tomorrow morning, and they go on with the same thing, I will be on this program hitting out against them left, right, and center. Because this program is a PNP or a JLP program. This program belongs to the people of Jamaica.
They must stop it, man. Stop from labor when people calling and frustrated about what is going on in the country. Everybody have a right to talk.
I glad to touch on that point, you know. I say something here right now. And I was gonna say it, you know. Members of my family went to Corner General Hospital, sitting on a bench from 10 o'clock the morning. When 10 o'clock the night, they call us and they say, look here, we don't have no bed go Savlamar. When I went to Savlamar, the person on the bench for 2 weeks. But you can't tell these idiotic Jamaicans who are vexed when I come back on my program for the business. Because them party in a power. You can't tell them what they're going. The person and other person sit on a bench for 2 weeks before they get a bed at Salama Hospital. What is going on in this country? And you can't come and talk about it because there are parties and the parties that. If the People's National Party should gain state power tomorrow morning, I will be coming on this platform here, giving them a notice. If the PNP don't investigate what happened in this country in the 9 livelong years, I will be coming out on this platform. The same way Mayor Swaby, the mayor for Kingston, promised us that he will investigate what go on at the Kingston St. Andrew Council. It's nearly 100 days now. Have you heard anything from Mayor Swaby? The people of this country must put Jamaica first, not a PNP or a JLP. Members of my own family have to sit on a bench. A bench for 2 weeks. Well, I can't get a bed. So now come and tell me about me a PNP or me a JLP. This country is in serious crisis. And the 4th time we in this country wake up. Stop this damn nonsense about PNP and JLP. And wake up in this country. And that idiot who continue calling my phone about Andrew this and Andrew that. A chance if I can name a 10 pound of chicken back. I can't buy any. We must wake up in this country and smell the coffee, man. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, brother. There's a lot of things to go now. How can you have a prime minister, brother? We misuse charity money, brother. If he was a balls, you know, step aside and clear himself and come back. Or you use the parliament and take the laws and pass out those laws and make the law kick it on you.
You know why?
You bring the same law to court.
You know why politicians over the years get away with corruption in this country? Because the people of our country love corruption and nepotism and cronyism.
That's it, bad brother. That's it, bad brother. Our nurses, them work out them horse. Our teachers, them respond to the nation. Because without them, we can't come to nothing. And then get 312% increase. And nobody stand with the teachers and the nurses. I mean, bad for bad, there's good police out there. They might protect our life. And nobody stand with them. When they talk about this Andrew, and when people talk about what is going on.
And some of them, they can't spell hospital, much as bed. That is why when Dan Anderson do the polls on corruption, the poll came back and said Jamaicans are about corruption.
All them talk about short-term loading, brother, that's why they go out of the country, brother. Put on the green and the orange, brother, and stand up to your pitney, your grandpitney. Or grandparents don't go to hospital, they can't get medication. Then they can bench for months and days. Can bench to chair to cardboard, pan ground. And that's enough to talk about. That's not a damn foolish thing.
The problem with Jamaicans, you know, sir, if the situation don't reach them, they're not busy with it. They're not busy with it. If they should go to hospitals across this country, the labor right propagandists them. And the PNP people them too should go across this country and video what is going on in the hospitals. We must wake up in this country. Thank you for calling, my friend.
Yeah, man, how can you have a man with a double with the Constitution like that, brother? And take people for idiot, brother. I hug him up and make him feel like him a God. Oh, the blood of Jesus against him, he shall go down, and he must go down, and he will go down.
One thing I can tell anybody, you know, this country of ours, do not let the 1980s come back into this country in the 1980 election. Looking that way. I'm not going to say that this is political motivated. 2 persons gone down in the space of 2 days in Portland. Gone down in the space of 2 days.
Brother, what thing about if elder no want nothing in life, man. Think about the pick and the grand pick and the great grand pick, man. Think about the future then. I said, no. You can have millions of people and occupy building. Man, if you take much money and say go buy goods car, police. No, you can't spend the car, they're not coming and the money in return. Where is the money there? I don't know what you talk about. All those money, Peter John was $1 million gone down. I want you to see we in top of the apartment when they walk out to Portmore bill. I was telling them we see here ride. There's something there, brother.
All right, my friend. Thanks for calling in.
Blessings, brother. Blessings.
This is where we're going to end the program for today. We're going to end this program for today. I want to say thank you all for coming on. Thanks for the calls. Thanks for the chats. Thanks for all who sent out their messages. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're live. This is where we're going to say thank you all very much for coming on. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Go out there and vote for who you believe to want to run this country. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Thank you all very much. May God bless you. It's 3 persons. Oh my God. 3 persons died in Portland. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Electoral program. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Tavares, and head boy and also the panel.
Yes, sir.
The thing is that I'm actually calling from Germany.
From Germany?
Wow.
Hold on for me. What time is it now in Germany?
It's actually 6 hours ahead of you guys right now.
How much?
6 hours ahead of you guys right now.
Oh Lord, it's late in the night, eh?
So I was born and raised in Trenchtown.
Yes.
Houston, Jamaica. Alright. I was in Jamaica in about 2010. When I think it's the JLP came into power. So I think Bruce was about 1.
Okay.
And I could actually see immediately there are changes between the PNP government and the JLP government. And a matter of fact, I'm a person who actually not into politics. I only just listen. And I actually observe that immediate change. The immediate change was that gas prices had actually gone up immediately. What's the other one? The Canadian, the exchange rate between Canada and Jamaica went up immediately. I was so astonished and surprised. And also the US went up. And the thing is that I am so baffled and puzzled how current Jamaicans see and hear all the proof of this Prime Minister scamming. Sorry, I don't want to use scamming. All the proof from the IC coming out about him and the World Bank accounting and all the other ministers. And I'm surprised that Jamaicans are being so daft and naive to the thing in front of them. I can't believe. I'm so baffled.
My friend, I can tell you one thing, you know. And I always use this, that Barbara Bloden and Mutty Perkins have been speaking to us in this country for many years. They're all gone home now. And the people of this country haven't changed about anything. My friend Wilfred Rattigan said to me that he wants to see the change in our lifetime and he hoped to see it. Well, let's pray and hope that we'll see the change that we seek for, sir. Because our people are just die-hearted. They just believe in one thing and one thing only, their party.
You know, sorry to interrupt. You know, one thing I've actually come to realize, the reason why Jamaica education system is down is because it was definited by design. To have people have no knowledge, you can definitely turn those people into puppets. That is the reason why I can see why Jamaica education system is actually on the downward. So
I tell you something too, caller. A lot of Jamaicans, has never read the Constitution. I've never seen a copy of the Constitution. I have a next call coming in, my friend. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, no problem.
Good afternoon, welcome to the Talk program. You're live. Where are you calling from? Hello?
I'm calling from Jamaica. Good afternoon, Jeffrey.
Good afternoon. My heart is full of love.
And I hope all is well with you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let me just put it out there, and just set it straight across the board, boy. I understand your views, and I understand boy views. Now, boy, you have enlightened me a lot because certain things I did not know. Jeffrey, your program have opened my ears much wider. You have set the tone for a lot of us. Boy, let me tell you something. If some people come and read, don't understand no. Because you talk and people listen. Don't feel like people don't listen. Now, for me, it was an undecided voter. I don't believe in the poll. Because guess what? The poll don't reach me. So I don't believe in the poll. I don't know where they get them polling from. But the poll don't reach me. They can tell you that. Never, ever, ever one day somebody has come across and asked me any question pertaining to the Prime Minister or the opposition. So I don't know where they get them polling from. But let me put it this way. All the propaganda that they're spreading, all the things that they're doing, all the money that them say them are give out, and all of them say them are plan for them. It don't resonate to the undecided voters like me. So you see somebody like me, who have a carry 10 and 15% behind me for a vote. I'm telling you, my taxpayers' money is not going to go to waste. So, boy, continue to do your job. Continue to have your program so the listeners can have a ear to hear. Mr. Andrew Owens, I shouldn't even be calling your name in my mouth because you're so despicable. Every time I hear you on the radio or hear you on my TV, I switch it off. That for sure I don't even care. I don't care about you. I don't care about your propaganda. I don't care what you want to say because you're not doing anything for poor people or the people of Jamaica. I'm not just thinking about me and who am I voting for. I am voting for what I want. And if I put somebody in power, I expect you to do the job. I don't expect you to come and lie to me over and over. For the 9 years you have been in power, or 10 years you have been in power, you have been telling us lies. You have been enriching yourself, right? As a 17-year-old, I don't know how old his son is. He's never worked. So how is he able to buy property? How is he able to have a multi-million-dollar property? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I didn't go to uni. And I'm sure now this child don't have a business. I never have worked before in his life. So how is he able to acquire so much land? So much apartments. Can somebody explain it to me? So why should I vote for you? Tell me, why should I vote for you? Your wife has never come out and speak on anything about women's rights. Your wife has never come out and speak about women that have been abused. Yes? You have never even spoken to us about the truth. All that is going on. You have never stepped out and said, listen, I have made a mistake. and I'm going to correct it. You have never done that. So why should we vote for you? Why should we vote for you? We have a hospital. We have a hospital who is in dire need. It is so deplorable. We have nurses.
Let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you a question. Where in Jamaica are you exact? Well, you have to tell me. What parish you're from?
Kingston.
Okay. You know what is going on in the country. You see wherein people are sitting down on cardboards and on benches to get a bed in a hospital. Why is it that other Jamaicans do not see what is going on in the country? Is it because there's some die-hearted this and die-hearted that?
No, I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to say this to you. A lot of us Jamaicans, we only talk. We don't use our brain. And I can assure you right now that 95%, and everybody can correct me, 95% of Jamaica cannot go to UC, and if you do that surgery, you better have 10% paying down. I'm not asking, I'm telling you, if you're going to do a surgery, you have to have 10%. All of you is taking that 50,000, that 5,000. Make anything happen and you have to go to that hospital. If you don't have an insurance or that 10%, listen, you're corner dark because they're not going to look at you. You understand? And this is why we have persons who are chopping, or capping, or doing side hustling because the government do not pay the people right. You do not pay the people right. So what do you expect? All of your politicians, your side piece, your all of your friends in the parliament. How comes they get so rich? Because if I should check their background, some of them didn't even own a business. Some of them didn't even know how to check. Some of them don't even have CXC master's degree to have certain position. And I am sure, and this is not the view of Mekota, this is the view of the caller. I am sure that Minister of Finance cannot check. And if she come on national TV, come talk about so she come balance and check, she can't check. Go to hell. You cannot check. You don't know nothing. You're a puppeteer. Go and sit down. You have a husband who will take care of your children and your family. Do not be a puppeteer to this man because you cannot check or balance. And if you can do it, please go home and don't shame yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
We are tired. Jamaican people are tired of foolishness. Jamaican people are tired of the back and forth and the bickering and coming on TV and just talking. Stop the talking. Stop the talking. These people just talk and talk and talk and just talk. It's annoying.
Yes.
And for people like me who have never voted, they better think again. Because we're not going to give up our vote.
All right,
we're not going to give up our vote to you.
Yes, ma'am. I see the song comes on for us to wrap up now.
All right.
I want to say thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you too.
Unity strength.
Thank you very much. I want to say thanks to all those who comes onto the program, all the callers, all the tweets, all the WhatsApps. Thank you very much. Thanks to my good friend Dudley Thompson, senior journalist, former senior journalist at Rose 96.1 FM. Thank you very much for calling in, my good friend. We'll always be friends. Don't let politics change our friendship. Thank you very much. Yes, the hospital system has been going on the two political parties. In the 1990s, we had hospital problems same way. If we do our history, in this country and do our research, Jamaica's infrastructure has been out of work for a long while. A long while. But we must say we have never seen it so bad like how we've seen it now. The 1990 was bad, yes. But now it look like it was and was if there's such a word. I want to say thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you all for being a part of this program. Until you hear my voice again, may God bless you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, before I go, I see my producers are giving me something here. Let me do this before I go. Hold on a minute there. I do apologize. They cut the song. That's very good. Remember to join Isaac Buchanan, my good friend. Isaac, good afternoon to you wherever you are, my friend. Remember to join Isaac Buchanan on Sunday, the 9th of March at 4 p.m. His special guest will be the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Comrade, the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez. Guest speaker, let me read that over again. Guest speaker, the Most Honorable Mark Jefferson Golden, MP, Leader of the Opposition, and President of the People's National Party. ISET main guests will be Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Other speakers will be Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party, Miss Janice Allen, Mr. Damien Crawford, Dr. Alfred Dawes, Dr. Andre Harton. They will be their special guests at the function on March 9th, Sunday, March 9th at 4 p.m. That's Isaac Buchanan, MP caretaker for East Portland. He will be having a function on Sunday, March 9th. Speakers are Mark Golden, MP, Leader of the Opposition. Main speaker, Dr. the Most Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Other speakers, General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dr. Dayton Campbell. Mr. I'm not what happened to my glasses this afternoon. Mr. Damien Crawford, Dr. Alfred Dawes, Miss Janice Allen, and Dr. Andre Harton. They will be there on the guest, one of the speakers there come Sunday, March 9th. And also, let me go back and do this up here. Also, this evening, live from the Sunfield Host, Somerset House, Old Knoxford Court Hotel, 16 Chelsea Avenue. The former Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, ONOCC KC. He will be the guest speaker at the PNP Commission Region 3 as he presents his record to them there. So it will be live. I think it will be live on social media. If I get the live feed, then I'll bring it live to you all. That will be at 6 p.m. this evening. That's March 6th. That's March 6th at 6. Is it 6 p.m. or 4 p.m.? Is it 6 p.m. or 4 p.m.? I can't. Well, I see March 6th is today. March 6th is today. The date, the time on it, I think it's at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Anyway, it will be live, and there the guest speaker will be the former Prime Minister, former President of the People's National Party, the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, ONOCC KC. That's this evening, live from the Sunfield Hotel, Somerset Hotel, Old Knoxford Court Hotel, 16 Chelsea Avenue. It's a jam-packed evening this evening. Jam-packed evening this evening. But the main thing that I want you all to remember, please remember this. Please remember this. Isaac Buchanan, MP caretaker for East Portland. Public forum. Public Forum, guest speaker, the President of the People's National Party, Mr. Mark Jefferson Golden, Leader of the Opposition. Main speaker, Dr. the Most Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Other speakers are Dr. Dayton Campbell, Secretary of the People's National Party, Mr. Damien Crawford, Dr. Alfred Dawes, Ms. Janice Allen, and Dr. Andre Horton. They will be on the platform too, and will be at 4 p.m. this Sunday. 4 p.m. this Sunday in Portland, Port Antonio. So join our good friend, the poor people lawyer, who continues to stand up for poor people in this country, Sir Isaac Buchanan. And also this evening, what time is this at this evening? I don't know. I haven't seen the time on this. Let me figure out something here. Hold on a minute there. Let me move this and see if the time is there. Well, I haven't seen the time on this, but PJ Patterson will be live on YouTube today, this evening. I think it's this evening. I think it's at 4 p.m. I can't remember. I think I saw something at 4 p.m. But for some reason, the date, the time is not on this. If I get the live feed, I'll be bringing it to you live, okay? Until you hear my voice again. Until you can see me, hear my voice again. I am Jeffrey Tavares saying thank you all very much. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you all for being a part of this program. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. May God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Remember to join Mystic Sensation this evening. No, lie. Join Isaac Buchanan this evening. Join Isaac Buchanan this evening on his Context Matters. He'll be live on YouTube and live on Reggae Global Radio. Join Mystic Sensation, I think, tomorrow. But there's going to be a big event in Mystic Sensation on Tuesday. On Tuesday on Mystic Sensation, there's going to be a big event wherein it's going to be about SSL. Come on over to hear the bombshell. The bombshell on SSL on Mystic Sensation. I think it's on Tuesday evening. On Tuesday evening. I don't think it's tomorrow, but I think on Tuesday evening. But this evening also join Isaac Buchanan. Join Isaac Buchanan this evening on Context Matters. God bless you. God bless Jamaica land we love. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.